What makes you not want to have kids? Gestures broadly. I can barely take care of myself, sometimes it feels like, can't possibly take on another human. More selfishly, there's still a lot of things I want to do that I couldn't if I had a kid. Lastly, just a pessimistic view of the world and the desire to not want to bring new life into that. My mental health and financial situation. I wouldn't want to raise a kid the same way I was raised. Money, responsibility, not having any good genes to pass on. Kids. It's irreversible, you can't unhave kids when you've committed to it, so when you have all those doubts and fears you might not be a good parent, it's hard to take the plunge. Plus I'd have to find someone to have a kid with and make more money for it to be viable, but I think they're secondary to actually wanting to go through with it. Not trusting myself enough that I'd be motivated enough to take care about them constantly and treat them the way they deserve. Edit. I guess this could be interpreted as a fear of commitment or running away from responsibility. But for now I am committed to my freedom, I seek spaciousness. Those kids who have parents that are perfectly normal but still somehow act like mini serial killers. Watching my sister's kid get kicked out of daycare for slamming a kid's face into a table and hitting a teacher. He's 3, and the most difficult kid I've met. Edit. Lol, I've got replies saying he's being abused and replies saying he's being gentle parented. It's a catch-22, no matter what, you're either too rough or too gentle. He lives at my house with his mom and sister, I usually WFH, no one beats him, and he is regularly punished. Now someone's gonna say he's punished too much, he just gives no fucks. I've been clinically depressed for almost a decade. Postpartum depression is one of the things that terrifies me about the prospect of having kids. Also, I am in no way mentally stable enough to be a parent. The fact that nothing really makes me want to have them. I feel like you should have an overwhelming desire to become a parent. I don't, so why would I have a kid? Pregnancy. I would be a terrible parent. I don't want to have the responsibility to raise something that will end up like me. Well, the total lack of wishing to have a child. Zero desire. Just like I have no desire to have a pet rhino or become a lawyer. My neighbor has 7 of them. The only form of communication in that house is screaming. The teenage boy just screamed in the middle of my typing this. Kid is absolute shite at whatever game he's trying to play. My work meetings are constantly interrupted by his whiny cursing, crying sessions. Selfishness. I like the freedom of being able to wake up or go wherever I want without worrying, who's gonna watch my kids, or, my kids are awake so I have to be awake, so I guess I value my personal freedom more than anything a child could provide me. The better question would be what would make me want to have kids, and to that I say almost nothing. There's far too many reasons not to have kids. All of it: the money, the time, the mental toll, the world we live in, the overpopulation, the lack of interest in kids, the lack of a partner, the presumable lack of parental skills, my own autism, the autism that my kids would probably inherit. Not wanting to pass on genetic chronic pain, mental illness. Also, kids equals no money.